Today we are doing section 3.1, coordinate axes. Let's go ahead and read the little story problem here. Little Susie salesperson is trying to raise money by selling lemonade out in front of her house. She used $10 for supplies to make signs and decorations for her lemonade stand. It costs 25 cents per cup for powdered lemonade mix and paper cups. Her mom said there was no charge for the water she used to make the lemonade. Since Susie is a math genius, she has figured out that the cost to make lemonade, so her cost is C equals 0.25x plus 10, where x represents the number of cups of lemonade. So let's go ahead and do this chart below. It says, number 1, use the table below to find out how much it costs to make 2, 4, 6, 10, 20, and 30 cups of lemonade. So we can see we have this chart right here where x represents the number of cups, and the next column is for the cost. C equals 0.25 because it was 25 cents per cup, so 0.25x plus 10. So let's go ahead and use this equation that's given to us for cost, and let's fill in x. It tells us what to fill in for x, or to plug in for x. So we have C equals 0.25 cents per cup, which is, our x is 2, so let's plug in 2 plus 10, and we will get 10.5. That is our cost. Now we are going to put in coordinate notations right next to our column where our x is 2. So remember, our x goes first and then our y goes next in our parentheses for our coordinates. So our x is 2. And when our x is 2, our y is now, it's right here, 10.5. So in essence, this left column is our x, and this right column is our y. So let's go ahead and do the next one. So we have C equals 0.25, and our x here will be 4 plus 10, and that will equal 11. So our x coordinate will be 4, and our y coordinate will be 11. Now we have C equals 0.25, our x is 6 plus 10, and that is 11.5, or $11.50. Let's go ahead and put in our coordinates where our x is 6 and our y is 11.5. Next, C equals 0.25, and our x is 10, so let's plug in 10 plus 10 equals 12.5, and our coordinates, our x is 10, and when our x is 10, our y is 12.5. Now we have C equals 0.25, and let's plug in 20 for our x, plus 10. And that equals 15. Let's put in our coordinates. Our x is 20, and our y is 15. Let's do this for the last one. C equals 0.25. Our x is 30, plus 10. And we get 17.5. Let's go ahead and put our coordinates where our x is 30 and our y is 17.5. It's 20. Now what we're going to do is, number 2 says, let the horizontal axis represent the number of cups. So let's look at this horizontal axis right here. I'm going to highlight it in yellow. There's our horizontal axis, and it says, let that horizontal axis represent the number of cups, And the vertical axis, which is this vertical axis right here, represents the cost. Let's go ahead and plot the points on the axis right here. So we have the points that we just did in number 1. You might want to have your sheet of paper with those points right next to you as you're doing this. I have them in front of me myself. So let's go ahead and plot the first points. We have 2, x is 2, and our y is 10.5. So let's go to 2. Now, if you notice, our bottom axis is actually counting by 2. Let's change my pen. We are actually counting by 2. So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So when we're looking for 2, let's go to 2. So we would go to the first line right here to the right, and we would go, so we're at 2, but we're going to go up to 10.5. Now notice this goes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're counting by 1s on the x or the vertical axis, but we're counting by 2s on the bottom axis. So pay attention to that when you're graphing. So we're going to go we're going to go to 2 units right there. And then we're going to go up to 10.5. So we have 10.5 right here. So we're going to put our point. Now let's do the next one. We have our x is 4, our y is 11. So let's go to 4, which should be right here, 2, 4, and then go up to 11. So 10, 11, right there. So we're just plotting our points right here. Let's do 6, 11.5. So 2, 4, 6, up to 11.5 right here. And then our next one is we're going to go to 10 on the horizontal axis. So let's go to 10, and we're going to go up to 12.5. So 10, 11, 12.5 right here. Now we're going to go to 20 on our horizontal axis, and we're going to go up to 15. Then we go to 30 on our horizontal axis and up to 17.5. So 15, 16, 17.5. And now we can go ahead and draw a line through those points to connect all those points. Let's see, I'm going to try that one more time. Let's go ahead and make that a nice straight line. Going all the way through. So we have those points connected. Now let's go ahead and from here, we are going to answer these questions on number 3. If Susie sells lemonade for 50 cents per cup, how much money will she take in if she sells 10 cups? So let's see. So she's selling it for 50 cents per cup, right? And we want to know how much she's going to make if she were to sell 10 cups. So 0.5 times 10, how much will she make? If you were to do that, you would end up with $5. How much will she make if she sells 20 cups? Well, we have 0.5 times 20. So if you were to do 0.5 times 20, that would give you $10. And if we were to do 30 cups, we would do 0.5 times 30, and that would give us $15. So we will put $15 up here. Number 5, how much will she make if she sells nothing? Well, of course, we can show that our work down here. If she sells 0, that equals 0. She'll make nothing, which is a little obvious, but to show our work, we'll show the 0.5 times 0 equals 0. Based on the model above, how many cups will she have to sell in order to start making a profit? Well, according to here, let's go ahead and graph her profit right here. So if she were to sell it for 50 cents per cup and she were to sell 10 cups, so let's see, she makes 10 cups of lemonade How much will she make? Well, she will make $5. So let's go to 10 on the horizontal axis, go up to 5 for $5. If she were to sell 20 cups of lemonade, so let's go to 20 and let's go up to $10. If she were to sell 30 cups of lemonade, so let's go to 30 and go up to $15. And if she were to sell 0 cups of lemonade, we can see that she will make $0. So we do 0, 0 right there, our point of origin. So the question is asking us, well, before we answer the question, let's go ahead and make our nice straight line through these points. Probably can be a little bit straighter. So I'm going to undo that one and let me make my blue line a little straighter here. Now that I have my straight edge. So make sure when you're doing these lines that you're doing a nice straight line. Nice straight edge would be really helpful. Or if you're doing it on your iPad, it should be able to straighten the line. So based on this graph, it would be safe to say that they would definitely need to make, she would definitely need to make more than 40 cups before she will start seeing a profit. So let's go ahead and write more than 40. As you can see, it will start intersecting right about here. So definitely more than 40 cups will be needed. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the next page. We have the rectangular coordinate system. So it says the example above is a very basic application of a linear equation. So we are going to write linear. The coordinate system consists of 2 axes. The horizontal axis is the x-axis, and the vertical axis is the y-axis. The intersection of the 2 axes is called the origin, and the axes are divided into quadrants. So let's go ahead and look at this coordinate system we have right here. So we have, let's go ahead and identify the x-axis first. So we have our x-axis, which is the horizontal axis. And then we have the vertical axis, which is our y-axis, goes up and down. And we have the intersection, the point of origin, which is right here at 0, 0. And we will label that origin. So whenever you hear the point of origin, you know it's at 0, 0 in the center. And then we have our quadrants. So we always start at the top right. That is our quadrant 1. Then we go to the left, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and then we go to quadrant 4. Now, another thing to remember is when you're dealing with the positive numbers, so all the positive y numbers are going up. There's the axis, so we have positive y. And then where we're going to the right, we are positive x. So all the numbers on this x-axis going to the right, that is positive. And then on the left side, we're going to denote our, let me go ahead and move this. Okay, we will denote our negative numbers. So going to the left, you have our negative x numbers. And then going down the y-axis, let's go ahead and we'll just make this going all the way down. You have your negative y numbers. So your y numbers are going down are negative. So let's go ahead and look at the next part. It says plot all of the points below on the coordinate axis above. So we have 2, 5. We can see our x is 2 and our y is 5. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. X equals 2, y equals 5. So we know that is going to be right 2 and up 5. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go to the right 2, 1, 1, 2, and then we're going to go up 5. And we will plot our point right there, and that is point A. And let's go ahead and do point B. So we know that will be left 4 because it's negative, and up 3. So let's go left 4, and we go up 3. And that is our point B. For point C, we have 3, so we go to the right 3, and then we're going to go down 2. That's our point C. And then for point D, we're going to go to the left 4 and go down 3. And that is point D. For this lesson. That is it for this lesson.